Welcome everybody to some Mud Runner. I was deciding to go into this game today because it's a game I've played in the past, and I played its predecessor, Spintires, and they are going to be releasing Mud Runner's next edition, essentially, called Snow Runner, at the end of next month, I think April 28th. So, to kind of get ready for it and such, I decided to start getting back into this game and record some of it. So we're going to head into single player and start up a new game. Here we are on Crossing, and I'm choosing it because it's a little bit more difficult. I mean, the upper half of the map isn't as hard to maneuver because there's actually paved roads, but the bottom half is all just completely waterlogged mud, as well as a bunch of bad places to cross the river there. That river is flowing pretty fast, and a lot of stuff gets swept away in it. Now, I can get another point here. I'm thinking of probably going for the D537, but it might be more useful to get a actual useful smaller vehicle. But we're just going to go ahead and grab that D537. Oh, come on. There we go. And we could switch to hardcore, which I've actually never played. It's like right now we can recover in garages, can skip nighttime. Damaging the truck doesn't change its parameters. Fuel consumption is lower. Navigational route is visible in-game, and some achievements are unavailable. Hardcore mode, differential lock can't be engaged while using automatic gearbox, which would suck. Log stations are disabled, you'd have to load everything manually. Navigation is limited to the compass, essentially. Damages its performance, and wheels will auto-steer and force the truck to move downhill on slopes. I'm not quite sure if I want to do that yet. So we will go ahead and start a new game here on Crossing in casual mode. Okie dokie, so right off the bat we've got our big truck here. And I'm not quite sure what I want to throw on here yet. Let's just take a look at the map. Let me see, we've got a few trucks around we can unlock. And a garage over there we need to unlock. So probably first thing we're going to want to do is get that other garage unlocked. And I do know that these videos are probably going to be pretty long, because it takes a while to get through a level in this game, and I'll probably end up streaming it. But, oh, you can't have that in the trailer hitch? Aw. But yeah, so it could take a while. But it's a game I quite enjoy, so I don't see why not. So we're going to grab this that can hold fuel, and it has all the garage slots we need to unlock that other garage. And let's plot a route. Now, if we go up around here, we can unlock some stuff along the way. I don't know about how well we'll get through the main roads, though. But you know what? We'll give it a good old college try. Just gotta plot a rough... Well, need to make sure I actually go into those. Just kind of plot a rough route. Over to the garage. There we go. Get this bad boy started up. Now this thing is huge. There's a reason I chose it, is because it should be able to handle this stuff a little bit better and be able to haul this trailer without having too many issues if we actually engage our all-wheel drive and differential lock. It will still struggle here though, and it can't go as fast because it has only 3 gears, but it should be able to get us through a bit easier. Maybe not though, because we're already stuck. That's the closest thing we have to winch to, unfortunately. Okay, maybe we'll take this in steps instead. Uh-oh. There we go. Okay, so what we're probably going to do instead, because that didn't work out very well, let's just get this back over here, and we're going to see if our little buggy can go and get some new trucks for us. Because we'll probably have to end up making 2 trips with 2 slot garage points. Or, oh, sorry, other truck. Or we may end up just having to have another truck come along to pull this thing out. So for right now, we'll just stop the engine and change trucks over to that little Jeep. And let's put the spare wheel and trunk on it. Let's see if this thing can handle the mud. I really don't think it's going to be able to at all. Yeah, it can't even make it out of the driveway here. So, I may have made very bad choices for vehicle spring. I mean, but this is one of these vehicles that once you start out with taking, so... Huh. Maybe if I could skirt everything, maybe if I went off that way through the woods, I'd be able to make it. But maybe I should just switch out some stuff on that other truck and take it. Okay, so let's get rid of that garage semi-trailer. And we are going to get rid of the trailer hitch as well. Where? Garage trailer. Now, I don't know how well this thing's going to go either, because it's basically on railroad track rims. Wait, oh, this carries 2 garage points as well. So we could make it there with this if we can get this hauled through. We'll take our spare wheel for a little bit of extra repair. Let's get this bad boy started up. And try to get this behemoth turned around now. Probably should have turned the other way. Yep, we're going to start tipping that thing. Hopefully this gives us enough room to turn. Yes, it does. There we go. Now, unfortunately with this thing, it's going to be a fuel hog. So that could become problematic, but hopefully this time we're actually able to get somewhere. Come on. There we go, this is working a bit better. And we're carrying all of our garage points with us as well, so we should be able to get that garage unlocked. Unfortunately, we won't have gas with us, so hopefully one of the trucks we unlock has a fuel cistern on it and will allow us to refuel. Otherwise, we'll be a little bit boned. Yeah, there's going to be long segments of this where I'm just kind of cruising along with the truck. I don't really know what to say, so I apologize if I just go kind of quiet. But it also gives people a chance to just experience. So... oh, these camera... not being able to zoom out the camera anymore kind of sucks, but... oh well. This thing's actually making through here quite nicely now. I think that the semi-trailer is just too much weight in one area and not enough weight actually on the truck, and those wheels, I think half of them were off the ground there with the angles we were at, so this should allow us to get there much more easily. Oh, this hill's a little daunting, and we need to take a jaunt off to the right anyway a little bit here. Oh, come on, put the power down. Let's see, what do you have on you? You have a log cart. Not very helpful to us right now, so let's move on to the next one. Now, our only other chance is at C-255 having any fuel cistern on it, because the K-70 will not have anything on it, so if all else fails, is there actually... yeah, there's a fuel station right there. So if we can't make it to the fuel station, we'll have to grab one of these trucks and put a fuel cistern on it, go grab fuel, and come back to this thing, which will take up a bit of time, but kind of necessary. Oh. Yep, our trailer came down off that. Okay, that's good. Kind of trying to stick to the side here, out of the ruts, but now we're in the ruts, unfortunately. Ah, come on, truck, you can do it. I mean, those wheels on the trailer can't be making that trailer move very easily through this, but it's what we're given. Try and move over to this dry spot a little bit. Punch it down into this water. Oh, come on. Stop drifting off to the side on me. But yeah, like I said, a lot of water on this map. Uh-oh, come on. Keep the power down. We're actually in third gear. Holy hell, this thing really is slow. And I like this game, not only for it being sometimes difficult, well, I'll say sometimes. It is a difficult trucking game if you don't know what you're doing. When I first started playing Spintires, I couldn't do jack crap for a little while. But it's just... it's very graphically pleasing as well. So we are going to be heading into there. I am going to drop off our trailer for driving in there, and then reattach on my way out. So we're going to drive up to here and detach. Oh, come on, zoom back out, camera. Oh yeah, we are getting terrible on fuel. Please have a fuel cistern. You have a repair station on you. Lovely. Come on, unlock. There we go. And that's a big tree behind us. So let's just get our rear end pulled out there a bit. That has to be a pretty strong winch to be pulling back into this thing. Yeah, here's where we're going to run into an issue. Because we are now pretty much out of fuel. This thing burns through 20 plus liters a minute. So let's just, come on, there we need to move closer. Okay. Can you attach now? What? Now I'm too close to it. There we go. It's being a little bit picky. But, so, I guess what we might as well do is shut down the truck here. Because this is about a good point for it. And we can switch over. Let me see here. It is the C-255 here. It's okay on fuel. It's a bit damaged, but let's get it back. Oh, crap. There we go. Just leave that pathing up. Let's get back to the lumber mill. Oh, I thought we were missing that. Whoopsie daisies. Just got the truck and I'm already trying to break it. Gosh. But yeah, for the rest of the stuff after getting that garage, I'll probably be using these trucks because they're a lot faster. They can handle this mud pretty decently if you don't put too much weight on them. It's just that truck is really nice for moving the really heavyweight stuff like that, all the garage parts. Or if I wanted to do long logs, it'd probably be pretty nice. But I think what we've got, let me look at the map quick, we've got a lumber mill down here we've got to take to. And a lumber mill over there we gotta take to. Both log stations are up above there. So, really, I think we're going to be using that big truck as a helper to get across the river. Or might just end up having to use it for crossing the river with the logs themselves as well. It just kind of depends on what happens. And so we'll have to see as we go along. Yeah, this thing is actually making some damn good progress over this, probably because it's so light. I say it's so light compared to the other truck. I just think that other truck will be a huge help in the river itself. Come on. There you go. Okie dokie, pull to halt. I do not want to put a trailer on this thing. Let me see. Log carriage, get rid of that. Log crane carrier. That thing's pretty nice. That thing hauls short logs, and it lets you actually pull stuff onto there, which you will need if you are doing hardcore. Let me see, utility. Ooh. I think it'd probably be heavy. Where the fridge is the fuel cistern? Did I go past it already? Okay, there's the fuel cistern. Okay, so I can't have our spare wheel on there, unfortunately. We could try a fuel trailer and then drop it if we need to. Don't really want to leave stuff laying around, though. Oh, I turned the wrong way. I mean, I just don't know. This thing is going to have a lot of weight on it. I'm just not sure how well it's going to do once we pick up the fuel. But I guess there's no time like the present. Might as well just go and find out. Okay. We seem to be already struggling just getting out of here. Oh boy. Okay, let's actually back it on up here. I think we're going to get rid of this fuel trailer because I don't think we're going to like it very much. Get rid of that. And I thought you used to be able to change tires on the vehicles as well. Apparently we can't right now, though. So, and how much fuel does this hold? 14,000 liters. I think that thing takes 800 liters. So this should be enough for that. Oh, so this thing is just struggling to get out of there, period. Okay. That's nice. Let's just drop it down into first here and try to keep going that way. It doesn't keep trying to shift gears and end up stalling out on itself all the time. Yeah, we're going to be heading off the other way, which looked like it got to thinner, less used roads, but it might just be it's thinner and less used because there's not much to drive on anymore. Yeah, because this place is just a swamp next to this river. Okay, I can go either right or left. Right looks like it might be a bit drier. I might be completely wrong. I think I'm completely wrong, but we'll still give it a go. Oh, nope, it's starting to dry up on us. Getting some good traction now. Oh, come on. Get into gear. That's one thing I don't really like is the shifter. It's kind of a little clunky to mess around with, but I mean, how else are you going to do that? Do the shifter. Oh, here we go, back into first gear. Got it up in a second. If it's not going to kill itself, we'll just let it go, but it looks like it going to higher speeds just making us spin our tires more and get a little bit more stuck. Oh, now we're starting to go a little bit. Oh, hey, here's the lumber mill. Gosh. Barely into this recording session, and I already can't talk. And I'm already crashing into stuff. Well, I guess I've already crashed already, so it's kind of be expected as well, because the steering, it acts like a big semi-truck. It takes a bit to steer back and forth. We're going to try and avoid this waypoint. Actually, you know what? No matter what, we're going to mess up the waypoints and reset them. So let's just clear that out. Actually make a set of waypoints for us here. That way, we know where to go. Actually, what I should do is just go ahead and snag that truck while we're in the area. There we go. I know it's a confusing mess of lines on the screen, but this way I don't have to check the map as often. And I also won't drive past points I need to turn off the main road, like where that truck is, so. We're cooking with diesel now, boys. Keep going. No, no, don't get stuck. Dang it. You've forsaken me. There we go. So, off this way. How am I going to get back out of here if I drive down there? Looks like that's going to be how down there. So let's actually move this waypoint. There we go, that's how to move it. Let's move that down there for our exit plan. Oh, this is stupid of me. Oh, and we're stuck now anyway. Might have to just drive down that way anyway, but I want to give being dumb a try. Oh, yep. I figured we'd take some damage. But it's like all those heavy equipment worker videos you see where they're trying to go down super steep slopes and just mess it up, and we actually came out of that pretty well for going along that like an idiot. We have unlocked it. It's got a nice loader on it. I don't think there's actually all that much you can put on that thing. I do think you can put trailers on it though. And we have reached nighttime. And now that I'm thinking about it, whenever I look at this map, I think it's a long distance between stuff. I probably could have gotten that D13 to this fuel station. But I guess this way we're not risking it, at least. And it gives us a little bit more variety in what we're doing. And we're probably eventually going to need a dedicated fuel truck anyway. There we go. There's just so much stuff to climb over there I couldn't keep any traction. Whoop. Keep her steady. And the fuel station, which this place has to run out of fuel eventually, right? Nope, I don't think so. There we go. Let's fill up our fuel cistern here. And now we're going to be heavy as all hell. And it's dark out as well. If you're feeling lonely and want some noise, you can always honk the horn. Okie dokie. Oh, come on, make the dang turn. There we go. And there's also an interior view if you so choose. Although I don't run it all that often because I like the being able to look at the truck going through the mud and everything, and all the cool views you can get from that, as well as just being able to see where exactly my wheels are. Especially on bridges. I will never do a skinny bridge in first person. Don't think there are any on this map, but there are some. It's just, you go across it and you're just a little bit sketched out by it. This thing better not get stuck here. Come on. Now, a little bit weird with the graphics in this game is you can see the glass of the other truck in the distance there. It's the darker squares. Don't know why you can, but it happens. Can't make everything perfect, can they? So for now, we're just going to hopefully not slide into the other truck. We're going to park right here. Let's shut our engine down. And time to... oh, it actually only takes 600 liters, so it's fully fueled. And let's change trucks now. There we go, with a full tank of gas. We can get back going on our way to the new garage with this behemoth. Now, unfortunately, at night you can't see this stuff as well. Still looks really good, though. crawling up on this side here to give us a little bit of leeway. Get us out of the mud a little bit. Yeah, sometimes it's almost better to take the less traveled path because these main mud highways, essentially, they get really messed up over time. And I think that's what they're trying to get at with it, with them being so crappy there, is they've been used quite a lot, and so that's why they're such slop messes to get through. Plus all the water in the area doesn't really help. I guess when I started, I really didn't explain this game all that much. Just lumber milling in Russia or Canada or something. I'm not sure what exactly. I can't remember. But yeah, you're a logging company, and for some reason you're a solo guy out doing all the trucking. And you've got to get all the lumber to its location. So there's a little bit of pathing here. Now, we have invisible people apparently working to make sure that the fuel systems, or the fuel stations stay full. The log kiosks have logs chopped down for us and load it for us. And somehow as well that manage our garages and fix our equipment. So, we aren't completely screwed. Oh, we clipped a rock or something, took a little bit of damage, but we're still trucking along here. And I see it up ahead. It's our garage. Glorious day. Thankfully, with just this one truck, kind of get it off to the side here a little bit, we will be able to fully unlock this garage. Okie dokie, just wanted to turn that music off in case it was copyrighted. And let's stop the engine on this truck, turn its lights off, and let's move on to our next vehicle we need to move out of here. I think we want to get the other C255 over there. But we might actually want to get the A469 over there so that we can unlock this watch point. There's probably another vehicle hidden down there. If I remember right, this map has a lot of hidden vehicles around, so let's just go ahead and do that. And this thing is not going to survive the main roads at all. So we're going to do a little bit of off-roading. Let's just make sure that, well, let's add some checkpoints along the way. We can try and cut around across to there. And get over to there. This is issues. We're going to get to that highway there. We might have to get the K70 or whatever to pull us out, and then we want to inevitably end up at that watch point. But for right now, let's go off-roading. We shall forge our own path. And very muddy path at that. I think I did not mean to hit that button. Actually, we're not dealing with too much mud right now, which is quite nice. But there are a lot of small trees that we're having to break down, unfortunately. That would be quite frowned upon. Am I already? Okay, I'm already there. I really don't want to go in those ruts. We're going to kick it off to the left here. Just skirt the road. come on, you can do it. Oh, I keep hitting the wrong button now. And we've found ourselves some thick mud, lovely. Try not to get stuck on that branch. There we go. Log, whatever it is. Come on, you can do it. If we stop spinning our wheels so much, we might actually get some traction. There we go. We got through that mud spot, thankfully. Oh, sick jumps. I see some headlights in the distance. Oh, it wasn't headlights, it was a light on the lumber mill. That's nice. Okay, now that we're over to this part, we might actually be able to get the roads here for a little while, because they're not nearly as tore up and saturated with water, so hopefully we'll be able to get through here a little bit better. Or maybe not. Because we're already back at the big highway. Oop, that was a bit rough. Let's shoot across it here. Come on, keep going. There we go. Oh, we took damage. Oh well. There's the reason we ended up... Oh, come on. There's the reason we put all the repair points on us. Let me see. Where are we now? Oh, got a little ways to go, and we might as well take this thing over to the fuel. Well, actually, we've barely used any fuel. That's the nice thing about this. I mean, this vehicle is in here completely just to be... Oh, really? Just to be a little exploration vehicle so that you can get the watch points, unlock vehicles, and such like that. So, it's made to do a bit better on fuel and have a little bit more speed to it at times, but yeah, we've only used 5 liters, so we don't really need the fuel. Yeah, unfortunately it does get stuck on stuff a lot easier and doesn't have the wheelbase or power that the other trucks have, but it's a nice little thing to get around with. Ooh, that hurt a bit. And that hurt a bit more. Oh, no. This is exactly what I was afraid of happening, though. We clipped that and rolled it. So we are stranded on our side there. Oh. Good thing we've got the K700 out here. Which it's damaged a bit, unfortunately. Oh, let's, loader. Let me see. You rotate the grabber. You grab. There we go. Just get that folded up there so it's not clipping stuff and getting in our way. Now, it is kind of unfortunate that this thing is damaged already, but we should be able to make it there without too many issues. And this thing's kind of twist steering. It's really odd to me. Really not a huge fan of it, but it gets the job done, so long as we don't roll it. This thing, if it could get some actual speed, it'd be a great explorer as well. It's just really big. really, really big. Oh, come on. You can do it. Really? You gonna let me down like that? I need you to go winch another vehicle. You shouldn't need to use the winch yourself. Come on. There we go. Let me see. Follow the road for a little bit. And we'll get to it soon enough. Could actually probably use the loader itself to flip the vehicle so we don't have to try and do janky winchness, but we will see. And yep, like I said, really slow. Feels like we're barely moving at times, but there we got some speed built up. Okay, right up here is where we want to take a right turn. Yep. There's the tracks. And there's the vehicle. Okie dokie, let's get onto the loader here. Okay, let's see. Dang it, that almost worked. But not quite. Sun's starting to come up at least. Let's turn those headlights off. And we're going to need to get the loader back down on the ground. And that's not where I meant to go on it. We could just about pick up the thing with the loader, couldn't we, if we grasped down on it? Wasn't quite able to get it underneath it. So we might just have to do the good old winch shenanigans. Oh. But might give it one more try getting this loader under there. It'd be nice if I could, because... Actually, you know what? No, I'm not going to, because... If I do that, it's going to put that thing in a worse position, so... We're just going to put our loader back up now. We just need to get off to this side of the vehicle. There we go. And winch the side of it. Get it to pull. There we go. Now we can stop the engine on this truck and change over to our A for whatever again. And before we take off, let's just go ahead and repair ourselves a bit. There we go. And don't instantly roll it again. Come on. And we're back off on our adventure. Yeah, screw off, Crow. Now, there might have been an easier way out here, but with not being able to see the map, I didn't really know where what was, so that's why I'm just kind of making my own path here. That's a river. Not a river, but... What? We lightly touched that. What the heck? Well, this could be bad now. We are running dangerously low on repair points. And this water's not exactly the most fun to drive through. Let's see. Oh, of course, the watch point is in the middle of the water. Why would it be anywhere else? There we go. Did I reveal anything useful? No. That was a completely useless thing to do. Well, I should drive this thing back. But I think I'm going to be a little bit cheap. Let me see. Yep, there it is. I'm going to recover this in the nearest garage, just so I don't have to deal with trying to get it out of there. And then we need to get it shut down. Leave it there. And so what we've got left is a couple C25s, or 255s, gosh, over there. A garage up there, and watery hell up above us. Now, if I remember right, about my best point to cross is to go out here, jump off through the water, and use the islands to hop across, but it's quite strong waters there. I might try using one of the sea whatevers first as a voyaging vehicle, but I'm not quite sure. But that's going to be it for this episode. I hope you guys have enjoyed Mud Runner, and I'll see you all in the next one. Have a great day.